Creedence Clearwater Revival. Now, just what the hell does that mean, you might wonder? Good news! I'm going to tell you as soon as I figure it out myself. What I do know is that these guys are one of the most important American rock bands of the late 60s. And now you know that too, I guess. If you want to know even more things, just keep watching, mate. The Creedence gang first met in high school in California. They performed with John's older brother Tom. They were called the Blue Velvets. Now that's probably their third weirdest name. In 1964, they signed up with an independent record label called Fantasy Records. The label's co-owner, Max Weiss, made them change their name to the Golliwogs. That is almost certainly their weirdest name. If you feel otherwise, just go away. Now in 1966, they had just a little setback when John Fogerty and Doug were conscripted to the army. They sort of weaseled their way out of it, however, as John managed to slip into the Army Reserve and Doug served just a short little term on the Coast Guard. So it wasn't until 1967 that this Saul bought Fantasy Records from the other dude. He gave them the chance to record a full album on just one small condition. And it's a big one. They had to change their name. Heartbreaking, I know. This was one of the most decisive moments in music history. The Golliwogs were no more. Now, Creedence Clearwater Revival, yes, it was a fantastic success. But it just begs the question, were we robbed of the Golliwogs? They could have been anything. Anyway, to answer your question from before, Creedence comes from their mate, Creedence Newell. Clearwater came from a TV ad about beer, and Revival came from the band's renewed commitment. Mystery solved. Their self-titled debut album in 1968 did pretty well, and the cover of Susie Q by Dale Hawkins received some decent radio attention. In 1969 and 70, Creedence pumped out albums like Never mind. Creedence pumped out a fair few albums, 3 of which had massive hits. Green River in 1969 featured the single Bad Moon Rising, which became a smash hit as a single, reaching number 2 on the charts. Willie and the Poor Boys features one of the most iconic American rock songs, Fortunate Son, which became a staple of anti-Vietnam War sentiment. Finally, Pendulum features Have You Ever Seen the Rain, which is another top 10 hit. The success was somewhat short-lived for Creedence, as the recording sessions for their next album went poorly. They continued to change their style, which did nothing to amend the constant bickering, and Tom Fogerty left the band permanently. After the poor reception of their final album, Mardi Gras, in 1972, they announced their breakup. I bet the Golliwogs would have gotten through it. I bet the Golliwogs... can't fucking say this shit, man. And it's a big one. It's a big one. The label's co-owner, Max Weiss, made them change their name to the Golliwogs. Why did he do that?